It's just not meant to be. It was clearly cursed.
Logan's Log, day 1.
The chances of me finishing it tomorrow are not high, but not 0, but close to 0.
Whose horse is that?
And now it just feels like I actually go there. Hello, welcome to the second week. Hope you're good. Just on my lunch break, and I'm going to take these 2 big bags of orders to the post office and then have lunch. But I also have some of a reading update. I'm also just like feeling unhinged because I don't know if you'll remember, but I lost my SD card with a couple of videos in March and found it last week, literally. And I was like, oh my god, I recovered these videos. Now they're maybe a bit outdated, but I was planning to do like a lost vlog thing and I just formatted it. I didn't know it's gonna format, and I clicked OK and there was no way to like, I just saw the bar of deleting like go and I couldn't cancel it. It's just not meant to be. It was clearly cursed. It is what it is, I guess. But anyway, it's actually Thursday. This week has completely run by. It was also pretty rough. And so I'm starting on a Thursday, but that's fine. That's okay. I did try to start listening to Rebecca, which is for one of my quests, and I didn't really feel like I can pay enough attention, and I didn't really vibe with the language, which obviously is kind of like a classics smart talk, and I wasn't feeling very smart. So I swapped to Road Trip, and I do have thoughts because I'm always halfway through, so I need to update you on things. But I'm gonna run now and update you later. Wait a moment, I completely forgot that I read Road Trip in this vlog. I then kept going on and on about saying how little I read, but I actually read another book, so ignore when I say that. So, Road Trip. The book itself is kind of like a second chance romance, which I think is actually the first time for me reading that, and not convinced on it because we obviously don't really have the build-up. However, this is a story that is taking place from 2 perspectives. Well, not only do we have 2 POVs, the girl and the guy, but also we have 2 times, now and before. So now is the time where they all are going to the same wedding and crash into one another because they see each other in their cars and then have to actually carpool together and go together, which is super awkward. There's the girl and the ex, his best friend who notoriously hates her and was kind of like sabotaging their relationship from the beginning, her sister, and this weird guy that's just like joined and they don't really know them. And then before, we're following their story from how they began and how they met. France, where she was a housekeeper and he was the guest of said house. I do like that there is a very clear class difference between them. I don't think this is addressed often in romances, but because this is also set in UK, that is so prevalent. Class is one of the biggest factors in UK. I'm way more interested in the now parts than the past parts, and I'm at the point now where now parts are a bit more common than the past, but the past we're taking a lot of it before. I'm into it now, but I'm actually further than here now. I'm probably somewhere here, so I'm gonna finish really soon. I'm gonna sit and have an ice cream because it's so bloody warm. This is really not giving any type of autumn vibes at all. But yeah, I'm gonna have an ice cream, I'm gonna listen to this, and then maybe do a little bit more of packing. I probably have like 1 more batch to go. It's been great to listen while I pack because it's one of those that I can like focus on enough without like losing it. Even the before part, obviously you know they get together, but you know people get together in romances either way, but it was too quick even for the before part, so there wasn't that build-up, and I think the build-up is what most of the fun is for me in the romance books. I do think this author does really good job with the side themes, and I still like them here. There's a lot of messy things. A lot of people are toxic here, main characters included, but they're not supposed to be perfect, which is why I like these books. But romance itself I was not feeling, and I'm still not quite feeling, because it's just, I don't know, a little bit. So far this is definitely ranking on the 3rd spot for me from this author. I I think I like the flat chair the most, but I also really like the Switch. But this is definitely going for the third spot. But I still have like an hour of the audiobook, so I might sit here and read that for a little bit and then get back to you when I finish. But yeah, interesting. Interesting.
Logan's Log, day 1, still here. I've read 2 things. I think Jax also didn't do anything last semester either.
Yeah, that's why. You failed.
I failed. So he's going questing instead. What have we done? Read Rat Queens, Volume 7, and Die Volume 3, and that is it. That's all. The Necro Slippy, Harrow inspired, Gideon the Ninth. What do we have? Bogosaurus Rex, I'm not sure which one is which. And we have just your generic Bogus Frogus. Bog Standard Frog. Oh, and this one. This is the best one.
So I have finished the road trip. It was fine. I just don't feel them. And the beginning was a little bit cringe. The chemistry, I didn't root for the couple, so it was a little bit hard because of that. I do like that they were all very messed up. I mean, you know, reminds me of my friends and myself. So realistic, I guess. And I do think that the author does a good job with that, but it was just okay. But this one was just not at the top of my list. It was just not, yeah, it was still nice and fun to just, well, fun. Easy to get in. Doesn't require too much mentally to follow, which is great. It didn't feel too juvenile, which is also fun, because sometimes when those two things are together, then it feels a bit empty, I guess. Which this didn't. But yeah, it did feel a little bit lazier, I guess, than the other ones. But this could just be for the topics, and maybe other readers would obviously disagree. But I've packed all the orders that I could manage, and then I ran out of labels, and then I ran out of envelopes. So I'm waiting for those to come tomorrow, I think, and then I can ship everything on Saturday. I have, however, started on another one for an audiobook, and I do realize that I have really planned this poorly, because a lot of my main reads, because even the road trip was actually not for my main career, was for the quest, which is, you know, dumb, because I'm not close to finishing the career. And then I took another audiobook, which is Raybearer, and I've started listening to this, which is another quest and not the career, because everything for the career is either physical or it's upgrade, which I do want to just read with my full attention to it. But I decided that I'm just gonna go back to Raybearer whenever I can do something whilst I'm listening to an audiobook, and then every other time I'll just grab a different book to read, which I could do now. It's a little... This is like, I must go now. My guy. Silly goofy mood.
Silly goofy.
But yeah, productive. Raybearer so far is a story about a girl who is half human, half what I think is basically a djinn. There could be a different word for it, but I'm listening to an audiobook, so I can't quite remember. But entity that grants wishes, basically. Grown almost like a prisoner by her really suspiciously weird mother, who pretty much, I'm assuming, wants some sort of power, and then she sends her to get a place in this royal council of 11 people that get bound to the prince for life, and this council then will be like super tight knit. But she doesn't know anything, as basically she's kept in the dark about everything, so we're learning as she learns, the standard, the usual, and she's still a child. But I did ask my patrons, and they did say, because this is one of their cult books, they did say that she ages up soon, so that's good too. I'm excited to continue with this. I actually am quite enjoying it. So yeah, so far still in a good reading mood. It's going well. And you know, considering I read one last month, this is definitely an improvement, so we're already doing good. However, I really need to stop reading the quest books before I even finish my main journey, because then I might be just following Jacques' trail and then failing, which would not be ideal. But then we could just go questing together. So wouldn't be bad. I have to pick something. But what? Okay, so remember when I read the first volume of Witch Comics and then I was like, ooh, maybe I'll replace something. Well, I think I will because I want to unlock the spells and incantations, but I'm not actually in the mood to read the Future Collection book. My camera is so bad when there's like crap lighting. I don't really feel like reading it, and I actually like, this is the color wheel pick, and I actually picked pink. And this is like, sure, it's pink, but it's like a lot of other colors. Just checked in the second volume of which is this, which is literally like, it's pink. It's just pink. So I'm gonna go and swap it for that, and I'm just gonna go and read this in bed because I'm really in the mood for it, and I want to continue with this. And I'm really curious as to where I actually stopped, because I am 100% sure I did not finish this because I was getting them like weekly or monthly or whatever. It was just not complete. I'm pretty sure. It's not gonna be this, I don't think, but I also don't know if I had any skips and stuff because it wasn't like super easy to find. Ordinary for spells and incantations, and I already read Q, so it will then unlock Distinguished for me properly, which is Upgrade, which I'm still very excited about. Just had a whole thing and I wasn't filming. I was saying that it's just after workday on a Friday, which means we're finally free elves here. We're gonna actually go and collect Logan's glasses because after years of needing them, he's finally getting it sorted. We're gonna go collect that, and then we're also gonna go and get ice cream because after a whole day of needing it, I am also finally getting it sorted. And then he has D&D and I have sprints with Patreon, so we're gonna do productive stuff on my end. Yes, but I've not done any reading because obviously I just had a work day, and I'm going to hopefully do a little bit of reading when I get back. But let's get this sorted. It's way too warm. It's actually really nice outside, and if Logan didn't have D&D, I probably wouldn't be sprinting and we probably wouldn't be like escaping the flat, but maybe tomorrow. Hello, it's Saturday, first of all. I progressed a little bit, but not a very big amount into Raybearer yesterday. So I really hope to do more reading today, but probably in the evening because we suddenly have like plans. We're going first to see Logan's mom and her partner in their new place to just kind of say hi. Then I think we're gonna go do a little bit of touching of grass and just being in nature a bit, so I'll take you with me. But for now, we're just gonna go with that. We just dropped off the last batch of the order, so that's great, and it's currently 11:30. We've not had breakfast, so it's going. Yeah, we're just gonna go and start with the day properly, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm just gonna like dedicate the evening to reading. Plus we have the sprints tomorrow, so there's still hope. I would like to be a bit further than I am now, so we're gonna work on that a bit later.
Woke up today, felt more of the same. A marathon runner, running in place. Carved through the hills like a river to nowhere. Thinking a little more space. I'm doing my best, looking for rest for a marathon mind. Heavy is the head that lives in the clouds. searching for problems to answers I've found. It ain't good for nothing, it just adds to the noise.
Okay, I'll be real with you. It is almost 11. We got home quite late. Not this late, but it was a lot of, it was a day of things and no reading was done. We had a lot of fun, we splashed about, but I'm also extremely tired because we stayed on the water for like over 2 hours probably. And I'm just really hoping I'm not gonna pay an extra price tomorrow for it, but there's just no energy. I'm a little bit afraid for my reading, but I guess we're just gonna really crack on that tomorrow and just have a very good reading day tomorrow. But kind of failed it, and I couldn't really bring you either because we had to leave all of Good morning, clearly. What I was trying to say is that we had to leave everything in the car because there were only 3 of us, so no one to stay with the stuff. So I couldn't take you with me. I really need to get one of those like baggies that you can put stuff that if you fill in wouldn't get wet. So I can film a little bit there. I shall do that next time, but just a bit sore. So far the head is like behaving, so I'm happy about that, but I really didn't sleep well. I kept waking up. I don't know if it's because it's so like muggy outside but feeling quite tired. So I am going to sit and I think read witch comics for a bit before I even try and get started with the day. The head can really go either way, so I guess we'll see. But yeah, I think it would be fun to at least get somewhere with the witch, if not finish, because we only have today to fix what I've done this week, which is not a lot. Okay, I think I am I'm halfway done with this. Just finished the second chapter within this. It's going okay. It's not as good as the first one maybe, or maybe it's because I've actually read this, like the issues for this, when I was a kid too many times, so I feel like I remembered more. But I'm excited to continue, but I do want to go and wash my hair first. It doesn't really need washing, but the curls are just gone, so I'm just gonna, well, they're never gone, but anyway, I'm gonna go do a hair wash and then I'll see you after that. In good news, the hair is done, but it's already even dry, so that will tell you that it's a lot of time passed. I lost a little bit of track of time because I had a call with a friend and that was a very, very needed catch up, but my plan is just not, it's just not working. But that's fine. We still have the whole sprints. We just ordered some Mexican food so we can just not cook and prepare instead. I think it's like close to 5 o'clock. Can't even speak. Okay, I'm excited for the sprints, but I'm like, errors were made. Well, we've kinda made it. The live stream is gonna start in 6 minutes. I moved my basket here, which is kind of like a makeshift table. I have some Coke. I have the chat. I'm trying to decide whether it's too warm for this attire, but at the same time it's actually thundering outside and it's such a nice ambience for what we're going for. Yeah, so this is where the reading's gonna begin, but I will also need to spend a little bit of time making some questions for quizzes because I may or may not have not prepared for it. So today has just been, this whole week has just been not going the way that I wanted for it to go, but that's okay, we adapt. But yeah, I think I'm gonna continue with this. As I said, I have like half of it left. I have my printables for both the callings and the history because I would like to make some quizzes for the info that we have available because I think that would be interesting.
There's a lot to see, a lot to do. Recently I've realized I like doing it all with you. Take my hand, twirl me around.
Hello, I have finally finished this. That's great. I think this was a little bit weaker than the first one. I don't know if the first one was obviously giving me all the feels and nostalgia, and obviously now I am in there, so I don't get that like, oh, as much. I still get it though. I still get it. We are definitely furthering the story. Sometimes I feel like it moves a little bit too quickly. Some dialogue seems obviously a bit juvenile, but obviously this is supposed to be for children. But even then, because then other dialogue seems really good. So sometimes it's a little bit cringy, I guess, but I still really enjoyed it. I just now need to decide what to do because I do really want to focus on books that I need not for quests. And the book that I'm reading, Raybearer, is for a quest, so I'm not quite sure, but I also don't really want to leave it like super in the middle. I could go for the hollow places, or I could see if the third book somehow of the witch has a bone on the cover. Super doubt it. And then I can see if there's anything else at all that I could have. Maybe one of the other comics has it. I don't know. I just feel like I would really enjoy this more with an audiobook, and now that Cody told me that you actually get the audiobook in September, I'm tempted to change this to something else so I can do that. I'm not sure. The other thing that I could be reading that is for my main studies is I Hear the Sunspaw. So I don't know. I think I might just, you know what? I might just continue with Raybearer because I've started it. Oh, but I also want to update my reading stats. If you look into here, we are currently at 6,300 books and 1.9 million pages read, which is so incredibly good. And I'm gonna add a couple more to that because I think I have not logged definitely a few. I need to check which ones I have logged. I think I only logged the first one, so that's gonna be good. Well, the sprints have ended, and I am on page 178 of Raybearer. The chances of me finishing it tomorrow are not high, but not zero, but close to zero. I'm really enjoying it though. I think I definitely made the right choice going physical. The audiobook is great. It's just that I'm not used to the accent, and it's obviously that's not my first language. It's not technically even my second language, but I don't speak the second and the fourth languages that I learned because it's been too long and I didn't use it, so I don't remember it. But I am really enjoying it. I'm getting it like more into it. Yeah, just kind of having a good time. I think the live stream went okay. I hope you guys enjoyed it if you were there. I did sort myself, not as Davanthia, into a guild, and lo and behold, I'm in the same one. I'm still in the Mindwalkers one. So that sorted. I can just go wild on some guild merch, I guess, which, by the way, I have some, hopefully next week, have some exciting parcels on the way. Exciting. Momo's being such a proper boy. Yeah? We are going to sort this cover boy into his guild as himself, not as Jacques. For the tree one, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
You see the tree, right? And touch the tree to siphon energy.
I touch the tree and siphon energy.
Would you actually, though, as yourself?
No, because you would be there and you would tell me not to. You would stop me. You'd be like, Logan, don't do that.
No, but like as yourself.
As
though.
myself, I would be like tree energy. I would go and take a big suck from the tree.
Would you not actually be at all apprehensive as to like what would happen?
Well, we find out what would happen by touching the tree.
I feel like you're way more cautious in real life than that, though.
No,
you have
I have you.
Thought. Then we have the Mist of Solitude with your B. Took the time to analyze and accept your fears and mentally basically move through it. Like, just make them disappear because
it's going to be that one.
Okay, then the third one...
I will allow the fear to pass through me. Fear is the mind killer.
One is that weird, kind of broken-looking hooded figure in the ruins, if you remember.
Yeah, they can fuck off.
It's like a very suspicious one, right? The options are, or D, you would activate protection glyph and shield both yourself and the group.
The D, yeah.
Yeah. So far, none of your answers are the same as my answers. The next one is when you fall ill next to the obsidian falls, or you grit your teeth and channel restoration magic to slowly pull the poison out.
Probably the last one, because I don't think I could put together the equipment to like fucking filter my blood in time. I reckon I would get that wrong. So the enduring one.
Surprisingly, this is the one we have in common. The answer.
But you just do that every day, so...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm like very...
That's you when you take your Triptons.
And then the last one is you just have to pick a scroll. Scroll of lore, scroll of shapeshifting, scroll of inscription, or scroll of illusion.
Shapeshifting, maybe. Meow.
Well,
Meow. Meow. Whose horse is that? Shapeshifting.
Archivist.
Yeah.
That was what we kind of found. Most of the people actually got sorted into the exact same guild as their character.
Why?
How did you do that?
I can vibe with Jack and Slippy.
Mm-hmm.
I am the Lorax. I speak for the
ancient
trees.
god.
Litter again, and I'll break both your knees.
I'm on page 182 of Raybearer, and I think it's just time to cut my losses. I think it's time to call it quits for this week. You know, I've definitely had worse weeks. I definitely had better ones. And hopefully this current week, because it's Monday now, will be just that. So, you know, it's all fine. And I do have more exciting things, I think, to show you. Scratch that. I just had a delivery and I'm so excited for it. I thought I'm just gonna do it here. Basically, we kind of wanted to do university style hoodies. That is how it all started. I had the idea, and then the Patreons also had the same idea, and they were really persuasive, let's say. So I uploaded a couple of designs onto Redbubble, and we just it just rolled away from there, because there was some other stuff that's been uploaded since, and this is not my full order. I have other stuff coming, so I probably will hopefully receive them next week as well, so I'll show you in the next vlog. I'll just show you now for these ones because I'm so excited for them. Oh my god, they better fit. Oh, they better fit. Okay, let me start from the beginning. No, let me start from the most exciting stuff that's just arrived, and that would be the clothing. Can you tell how excited? This literally had made my Monday. I didn't want to share the link yet with anyone else before I checked it out myself, but Patreons bullied me into letting them look around and shop if they wanted to before that, which they did. But now that I am happy with how this printed, I think I'm gonna link it down below for you guys as well if you want. This is Redbubble, so I upload my stuff, but they do everything else. I get a small markup of the price, but overall most of it just goes to Redbubble because they do most of the work either way. And the way that Redbubble works is that they just print in different locations depending where you live, so I also can't guarantee it's gonna be the same, but hopefully there's like a standard they uphold. So there's like a bunch of the designs. I'll hopefully insert a little bit of here. If you sort it by design and then click on that image, there's gonna be like everything that's available in that. Otherwise it's a little bit chaotic, but anyway, so first I got a t-shirt, and this one has the logo, the Orilium Academy one, and I got it in this kind of like maroony color in a t-shirt. I had to do a whole new crest because the other one just didn't look right for the style that I was going, which is very uni, you know, when you have the uni shops and you get the uni pride shirts, that was the vibe. And I also got just a black shirt with the Mindwalker's crest on it. It's like a little pocket type of, because the black shirt is, you know, a black shirt. Can always use it. And then my most excited one is obviously the hoodie. I have always loved their hoodies, the pullover one specifically, and I already have like 4. I think most of my hoodies are from theirs. This is how it looks like. Okay, let me slip into this real quick. Okay, I wish this arrived yesterday when I had my makeup on, but I'm so excited for this. Oh my god, yes. Okay, nice. Very happy about it. What a good note to end on. But anyway, some other stuff. First things that actually have already arrived a while back were the notebooks. Now I will say these are smaller than your usual ones. Where is the... So this is a standard notebook that I have from somewhere else, I think Paper Chase, like an A5 one. And this is the size of this one, so you can kind of see. I did not know this myself because I didn't look at the sizing as well. But that is the only option there. It is kind of cute, but I just wanted you to know, just in case you're tempted. And these to me printed locally in UK, but again, I don't know if they would be the same for everyone. We have the one with Orilium, we have one for the Archivist, Arcane, Mindwalkers, and Order of the Crescent. So I got a lot of small baby notebooks, which is so adorable. I like when they like just sat like this as well. It's cute. I like it. So it ended up kind of being hilarious because I made the shop and then I proceeded to shop my own shop. It was full on just enabling, but anyway. And then I got some stickers. These are like see-through, so like you can kind of see like that. These are considered small, which actually are really big. I would actually prefer a smaller option as well, but that was just not in the cards there. I just got one of each. Apart from apparently I forgot the actual Orilium ones. That's fine. And then of course the unhinged Slippy. Slippy don't forget. Slippy don't forgive. It's hilarious, but probably not to everyone. Anyway, that's now definitely it. I'm just gonna go and sit in this and just be happy about it. And now it just feels like I actually go there. Anyway, I hope you guys are well. I will speak to you in the comments, and that's it. Bye!